fellow Toastmasters, and very welcome guests. In 1969, Fleetwood Mac released a song called Man of the World. And anyone who loves music here, take that look of horror off your face. I'm not going to try to sing it, because I am an extremely inept singer. I will take the liberty, though, of reading the first two verses of it. Shall I tell you about my life? They say I'm a man of the world. I've flown across every tide, and I've seen lots of pretty girls. I guess I've got everything I need. I wouldn't ask for more, and there's no one I'd rather be, but I just wish that I'd never been born. I'm going to tell you about my life, part of the story of my life, and I'm using this couple of verses to illustrate the fact that as we go through life, in many ways, we portray a facade, a certain optimism in life, everything is going well, whereas deep down inside, something may not be going as well as it should be. Let me tell you about my life. Despite the fact that I look confident and calm up here, I suffered from a very, very serious illness. I suffer from a condition called SARS. You heard me right? SARS. No need to stand upwind of me. I'm not going to smell bad. SARS. SARS is an acronym for Selective Acquired Retail Therapy Syndrome. I have become addicted to shopping in LIDL. For the first half century of my life, I was a normal man. I knew shops existed. I very seldom went there, as my dear wife can attest to the fact I delegated the shopping to her. I occasionally went into a shop maybe to buy a newspaper, to buy chewing gum, or maybe a bar of chocolate, or on a warm day, a 99 or a cone. Never in my wildest dreams did I believe that shopping could be a pleasant experience. And then, as W.B. Yeats said, things changed. Things changed utterly. A terrible beauty was born. LIDL started opening shops all over Ireland. LIDL had some type of a magnetic influence on me. I felt attracted by LIDL. What was it about LIDL? I know there are people here who have spent years in the retail trade, and I'm sure they are baffled as to why LIDL is so successful. And why was it so successful? How did it entice someone like myself, a somewhat inept shopper, indeed quite an agnostic as far as shopping was concerned, to be lured? Was it the Teutonic efficiency? Was it the limited range? The fact that a man could go in there, grab, fill the trolley out. No distractions with 4,000 different varieties of beans or anything like that. Now, I was not a very willing convert to shopping. In fact, I was quite embarrassed. I snuck into LIDL, not here in Sligo, there was no LIDL shop in Sligo at the time. Donegal Town. Any time I was going through Donegal Town, at the roundabout in Donegal Town, I used to sneak into LIDL and have a look around furtively, worried in case one of my friends or work colleagues would see me shopping and say, yeah, Robert's shopping. I got more and more lured into the shopping experience. I started buying little things to bring home, practical things, cooking oil, sugar, washing up powder, dishwater tablets, the type of stuff that we used for at home. And then I got bolder. I decided I would do more shopping there. I plucked up my courage and I brought a trolley into LIDL one day. And I filled it up with all kinds of goodies with weird names and brought them home to charity. I well remember the feeling of pride the first time I went out to the checkup in LIDL and the girl behind the counter says, "Cash or later, sir?" and my bill came to over 50 euros. I had arrived. I then discovered that Lidl sold all kinds of useful gadgets that I had to have. Power tools, hand tools, spanners, screwdrivers, stuff that's very, very useful. The power tools. I bought a chainsaw, a circular saw. I bought sanders. I bought a rotary sander. I bought a belt sander. And I bought a mouse sander. If you ever catch a mouse, I know how to sand it. Then I made the most wonderful discovery. I discovered that Lidl sold clothes. So I started off buying my clothes in Lidl. I started off with a pair of jeans, $7.99 for a timeless fashion classic. Genuine denim jeans with a button fly for the man who was everything. $7.99. I followed this up with this rather practical shirt with a handy pocket in it. $4.99. And I finished off then with a pair of shoes. $14.99. My fellow Toastmasters, I stand in front of you, living proof that it is possible to dress well and still have change out of 30 euros. As a fashionista, I learned to live by the rules. Never mix brands and labels. So I accessorized with a Lidl watch for 9 euros, and I complimented the entire ensemble with a Lidl bag. 23 euros. Sorry, 23 cents. There's one thing you learn when you become a fashionista. When you're dressed well and look well, you make that extra effort. I discovered that Lidl sold grooming products. So I bought this useful little gadget for cutting my hair. I cut my own hair and my own beard with this now, and so far I have saved at least 100 euros in barber's fees. And I intend to save a lot more when my wife and my daughter and my grandchildren agree that I can cut their hair too. I became a mammal, a middle-aged man in lycra. I bought a full kit of figure-hugging cycling gear in Lidl. And I must say, I cut quite the dash going round the house. I don't own a bicycle, by the way. At that stage, I had realised that my sarts had reached the incurable stage known as full-blown starts. I found I was buying things in Lidl and then inventing a reason for using them when I got home. This is a shower radio. Did you ever try to listen to a radio in the shower? No. But it's fierce handy when you're out in the garden. You can hang it on a bush and listen to it. And you can leave it out in the rain. That's why it's called a shower radio. Dog food. The dog food in Lidl is such great value, I just had to buy it. We don't have a dog. But I put it out on the board table, and the birds love it. And guess where I bought the board table? I bought a walking stick. And to justify the walking stick, I gave myself a bit of a limp. And this causes terrible problems because sometimes I forget which leg I'm supposed to limp on. And I'm totally confused. But now, folks, I've bared my heart and exposed my emotions to you here tonight. I've told you all about myself. Don't judge me harshly. I don't want your pity. I don't want your condolences. What I would like, though, is your money. I wouldn't waste your money. I'd spend it wisely. I'd go to Lidl. So, as William Shakespeare almost said one time, think of me not as a fool, but as one who shopped not wisely, but too well.